Hey, how's it going everyone? My name is Gojo Sensei and welcome back to Genshin Impact. So yeah, how's everyone doing? Let me know down in the comments below. My day on the other hand, it's been going really well. Today what we're doing is we're just doing this next um quest for this event, the Roses and Muskets. Um I'm actually doing this or recording this right after I've done the first one. So I haven't done the actual event uh like festive event things here yet. So yeah. Anyways, let's just jump right into it and let's see what the second quest is all about.
Ayaka, you're already here!
Good
Hello.
morning. Xavier said yesterday afternoon went well.
It
Yeah,
did.
and how about you, Ayaka? What were you up to yesterday?
After we split up, Ayato went to see Udex Nervillette at the Palais Marmonia. I was
Mm-hmm.
originally thinking of going with him, but he said he could manage it himself. He told me to go see the sights around Fontaine and to enjoy the local culture. So I rode the aqua bus with Yoimiya and visited the opera house on Aranias Island.
Cool.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe what we saw there. Two mechanical puppets that were dancing together. You've already seen them, right?
Yeah, I already like fought them a lot of times.
Yeah, those two. Amazing, aren't they?
Kind of hard boss to find. Well,
We sat and watched
when
for
we're
quite a
doing
while.
like Abyss,
It was mesmerizing. Like
the
we could
Spiral
keep
Abyss.
watching them forever.
Oh, it
Kind of
was the
annoying
same
boss.
the first time we saw them, too. Afterwards, we went swimming at the beach. Well, diving, to be exact. It was the first time I ever breathed underwater. I held Ayaka's hand and we counted down together. 3, 2, 1, and then splash! We were beneath the waves.
Okay. There we on a loading screen.
At
Oh,
first,
okay.
I didn't dare to open my mouth. But once
Freaking
I
hell,
couldn't
you're
hold my breath
wearing
any
the same
longer, I
clothes.
decided to take a big breath in. Turns out the water wasn't as salty as I imagined. It didn't really taste like anything at all. Before I knew it, I was breathing like normal down there. It was an amazing feeling. Ayaka said I was too nervous and needed to loosen my grip. She got used to everything way faster than I did.
I knew that the Traveler could do it, so I had no doubt we could do it too. That helped me feel at ease as soon as we dove in. The underwater world in Fontaine truly is beautiful. I love seeing the romaritime flowers blossoming underwater, like little candles lighting
Like
up the
little
streets at night.
candies.
Yeah, and there were so many creatures that we've never seen in Inazuma. Like those fish that shimmer like a sword blade. Whoosh! Oh, and those big fish that call when they see people.
The freaking whale.
Oh, you mean hunters rays and
A blubber
blubber
beast. They're not whales, they're freaking walruses. What am I
Just wait till
saying?
Pops and the others hear about this.
They're
They
based
probably
on
won't believe a
walruses.
word I say.
Or seals, maybe. Don't know my freaking fish biology. I'm not that well versed in it.
Yoimiya was down there for quite a while. It was dark before we finally rode the aqua bus back to the city. I figured she'd want to sleep in today.
Okay.
Yeah, even I was worried that I wouldn't be able to get up. I still felt like I was drifting in the waves when I went to sleep last night. But as soon as I woke up today, I remembered that we'd all be shooting a film together, and I was ready to go. Speaking of the film, where's everybody else?
Yeah.
My brother and Xavier were speaking to the restaurant owner about using the place as a filming location. They should be here soon. As for the others, We're here.
Yari.
Please excuse my tardiness. I just finished the Special Patrol's 6-mile morning jog.
Wait, 6 miles?
Seriously?
I'm so tired. I heard you all chatting, so I decided to come down. I sure could use some of that endless energy everyone else has.
Good morning, everyone.
Boarding. Can someone fetch me a cup of coffee? More milk.
You're
all the
back
sugar.
to your usual
Sure.
Hydro
I'd be happy to do
Archon
that for
thingy.
you.
No, you can't go anywhere. Please, have a seat over here so I can get started on your makeup. Ugh, the last thing I want is coffee stains on my costumes.
I can get the coffee. It's the perfect job for an assistant.
Just do it yourself, Farina. I thought you wanted to be a normal person.
So much energy. Seriously, what's her secret?
Oh, Yoimiya's always like that. But you sure look exhausted, Farina. It's because you're not used to waking up so early, huh?
Of course not. I spent the
It's
whole
probably
night
because you're
reading
like
the novel from
500 years
cover to cover,
old.
marking sections that either need to be omitted or adapted.
I wonder if
Wow.
Farina is actually now
I didn't
aging
expect you to be so thorough.
after what happened with the Archon quest and all that.
Well, I was the biggest star in all of Fontaine after all. It takes more than just a pretty face to earn a reputation like that. I know how to get serious when the situation calls for it. I went all out when I was acting as an Archon, so why wouldn't I do the same for my own life?
Here's your coffee, Director Farina.
Oh, thank you. The sound of being called director and the aroma of coffee feels almost as refreshing as hearing the birds chirping in the morning.
Ah, it seems everyone has managed to arrive on time.
We've reached an agreement with the restaurant owner. We are free to use the second floor to shoot our film.
Okay.
Really? That's great!
He is really looking forward to our film and hopes that providing his restaurant as a filming location will attract more customers.
Yeah.
Well then, Mr. Xavier, I'll leave the rest to you.
Okay, thanks. First, I'd like to introduce our new members.
Who are you
This
guys?
is our prop manager, Veronique. She'll be in
Veronique.
charge of all the film's props and items. And this is Bono, our
Bono.
lighting technician. He'll be in charge of lighting and illumination to set up each scene's atmosphere.
Cool.
Wow. Sure feels like we have some real professionals joining the crew now.
Yeah.
First of all, please allow me to first express my sincerest gratitude to everyone in the crew. When my investor informed me yesterday that he wouldn't be able to provide the funds, I really thought that this was the nail in the coffin for this film. I had no idea that I'd find so many people willing to help me on such short notice. Thank you. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart.
No
You don't need to
problem.
be so cordial, Mr. Xavier. We're all honored
Yeah.
to be a part of this.
It's a
Your work's
cool
made a
thing to
profound
do, you know,
impression on
making
me
a
when I saw
film.
them back in Inazuma. I am sure that someday
Me personally, I will
this
do it
film
without
will be
even getting
remembered as a
paid.
prime example of
If I
cultural
am like gonna be
exchange
part of
between
like an actual
Fontaine and
huge film.
Inazuma.
Yes, the story is
I don't even
the
need to be
reason
like the
I agreed to
actor. I just
join.
want to be like
I can't
the background.
bear to even imagine what
Bit
this film would
directing,
look like
probably.
without the very best director.
Anyway, I would like to make a promise to everyone that as the producer of this film, I'll do whatever I can to ensure that everything goes as smoothly as possible. This is not just my film. It also embodies the thoughts and feelings of every person here, as well as the endless effort we are about to pour into it. So, without further ado, the Two Musketeers will officially begin
Yay!
filming now.
Come on! Go! Let's start
You
filming!
may take it from here, Director Farina.
All right, listen up, everyone. The first scene takes place when the two young musketeers are living at the Baron's home, still unaware of all that is about to happen to them. We'll need props and lighting to set the scene. Our lead actors can go get their makeup done, and extras, please take this time to go over your positions.
Whoa. Seems Farina's really kicking things into gear as the director.
Is everyone clear? I don't want anyone traipsing around the set like umbrella finches.
I don't know what
Cameras will
traipsing
start
and
rolling
umbrella
as
finches
soon
are
as the
all
set is ready.
about.
Let's make a film that'll make some serious waves in Fontaine. Not the kind of waves that drown people. I mean, the good kind of waves.
We know what you mean,
Uh,
Farina.
Seems like she's still
Yeah.
a bit traumatized by that.
Looks down.
Anyway, let's go see if there's anything we can do to help.
Freaking looks like the scene again from the Archon quest where she was just like sitting on the chair all alone. Crying. Hello, can I talk to you?
I don't need any help here. Why don't you try asking?
Okay, don't be a rude person. Hello, Chiori. What do you need?
Ayaka has mentioned you to me before. She said that you two were great friends when you were kids.
No talking. I'm thinking about how to do your eyeshadow.
Ah, yes. To help
Are we
you
gonna get
really
like a
look the part.
new
To achieve a more young and naive
skin
look
for
the scene.
Hayato?
Are you saying the wrinkles around my eyes are too deep?
You just have too much of a calculating look in your eyes.
You sure don't mince your words. It seems you really haven't changed much.
Quiet.
Some nice interaction between them. Hello.
How about here?
A little more to the left.
You got it.
Hey, Yoimiya, do you need a hand?
No, I'm fine. You know, doing the lighting is kind of like designing a fireworks show. It's interesting
I guess
to
that's
imagine
kinda,
what kind of
yeah.
atmosphere the lights will create.
It's all about
I heard
lights.
that the
Both of
Traveler
them
will be operating
are
the camera and Paimon will be the collaborator.
firecrackers
Those
and
roles are just
actual
perfect for
lighting.
the two of you.
Really? Is that because it'll be easy for Paimon to hold the clapperboard while flying?
Well, sure, there's that, but that's not exactly what I meant.
What do
I
you
just think that
mean?
after all your journeys together,
What do you
you two must
mean?
have developed a super close bond and just naturally know how to work with each other. If I'm not mistaken, the director will want the cameras rolling as soon as the clapperboard goes clack.
Actually, we start rolling before that. I think the clapperboard is more of like, yeah,
Oh,
to
I
tell us when
see. It's amazing to
like
see the
cuts
magic
in
behind filmmaking.
the videos
Yoimiya,
where the cuts
we
are.
need lights over there too.
Oh, on it! I've got to get back to work. Chat with you later. Oh, it's exciting to see so many people working together to bring the film to life.
Yay! Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Seems like Yoimiya's really getting into it. But she was right. We do have a super close bond, don't we?
Why are you doubting, Paimon?
Paimon's really happy to hear that.
Of course we are. We've been traveling for freaking years already. Actually, I don't know, like in game time, how long we've been traveling. Why is there like a food down there? Food shop. Who do I need to talk to next? Okay.
So, this is a real musket?
No, it's just a prop
Yeah,
weapon.
we can't use real weapons.
Not bad. Have you seen a real musket before?
Only in books and newspapers. I made this one based on the relative shape and proportions I saw in reference images. When we're filming, some
Man, that's
special
hard.
gunpowder will be applied around the
Like
muzzle,
doing that
which
just
will
from
help create
reference
flash and
images?
smoke effects of a real gun being fired.
Which means it'll be up to the actors to portray the recoil.
That's right. The sound effects for
Are we
gunshots
making
will
like some
also
sort
be
of like
added in
noir
post-production.
film?
Thank you,
Black,
Veronique.
all black
I
and
think I
white.
know where to
That'll
start
be
now.
cool.
However, the musket's gears and firing pin could still use some work. Adding some wear on the metallic components will make them appear more realistic. Also, be sure to rub the muskets with some oil each time before we start shooting. That'll give the impression that the firearms have been well maintained.
Okay.
Good point.
It's those little
You
details.
seem to know a lot, Miss Chevres. I assume you use these types of firearms on a regular basis?
Of course they
Yes,
do.
I perform routine maintenance on my weapons every day. Just like we as people need to eat and sleep, muskets need to be cleaned and maintained.
And to be
I
used.
also perform similar care for my sword every day, and familiarize myself with its shape and weight, to the point where it feels like a natural extension of my body.
Yes, this way, our weapons will never betray us in the heat of battle.
Yeah.
Yes, well said. It seems we have the same
Well, I mean,
philosophy on this
guns and
topic.
swords are both weapons.
Oh, sounds like they found a common interest to talk about.
Yeah, about their weapons.
Though these props differ from the muskets I use, I can still give you some pointers.
Good. I look forward to your instruction.
First and foremost, never point the weapon at anyone, regardless of whether it's a real or prop weapon or whether you're holding it or it's on the table. This holds for any time when you're not actively engaging an enemy.
Okay, understood.
When aiming the musket, extend your arm so that it's level with your shoulder. And
I want to
use your
see
eye to look
Ayaka
down the
actually
weapon's
like being
sights.
animated
Like this?
using a. Oh my god, there's
Not bad.
that.
Now, try saying your
Just saying
lines.
it. I was just saying it. Looks amazing.
This is the end of the road for you.
Good. Now turn your body a little. That way, you'll give your enemy less of a target to work with. And relax your shoulders. Here, allow me to demonstrate. This is the end of the road for you.
Huh. Excuse me, Miss Chiori.
That caught his eye.
Director Farina, there's something
Oh, I
wish
thought
to discuss
you were gonna
with
like
Oh?
go to us.
What is it?
Like this?
Yes, much better.
What do you think?
What are you guys talking about?
I do see your point. But are you sure you wish to do this?
I believe it would be most fitting.
Well, if you insist. All right, I understand. Miss Ayaka, Miss Chevres, could the two of you please come over here?
Huh? What's going on? Are we gonna start filming now?
Let's go see.
Been here for like
What is it?
minutes and
I have a question for you, Miss Chevres. Would you be willing to play the role of a musketeer?
ooh.
What?
To clarify, I would like to turn over my role to Miss Chevres.
What are you gonna
But
do,
brother-
Hayato?
Don't worry, Ayaka. I actually view this as a good thing.
It's like
I was becoming
Fontaine,
troubled trying to set aside some time to speak to
Fontaine
the staff
and
at the Palais
Inazuma
Memorial.
working together.
I would like to have some conversations about the cultural exchange between our two countries. And I've heard that the bureaucratic process here can get rather complicated.
Be better if
Now,
one is
I
a
will be able to
Fontainian,
focus on my work.
who's actually
Besides, you also
playing
know that I'm not really one for
one of the
public
characters, main
performances.
characters. I thought I was gonna say that.
Are you really sure?
From a director's point of view, I also felt like the relationship between the two musketeers in the original story could be improved. The older brother in the story plays the lead role with his overbearing character, but this causes his character to overshadow that of his sister, and the theme of the two supporting and relying on each other isn't conveyed very well. But
Okay.
if we were to change the siblings to two sisters of a similar age, then that aspect
That
of the
makes
story
sense.
might come through more clearly.
Yeah.
Also, I've seen you instructing Ayaka. That cold and dignified personality is exactly what we need for the older musketeer.
Of course, even with all these insights, the decision should still be made by Miss Chevres.
I would agree to it. It's kind of cool.
Chevres mentioned that she really likes the story, right? Paimon bets that she'll take the role.
Yeah, we still don't know if she's actually a big fan of acting.
All right, I'll take
Oh
the
my
role.
god, that's really quick for you to decide.
It's decided then. I'll get
Make
started on
quick
making edits
decisions.
to the script. We'll also need to make some immediate adjustments to the lighting, props, and costumes.
Okay.
I have a feeling that our adaptation will be even better than the original story.
You're doing a great favor for me, Miss Chevres. You have my gratitude.
Don't mention it. I like this character, so if anything, I should be the one thanking you.
Well, since my brother is the one who brought up the idea, I suppose there's no need to worry. Let's
Yeah.
go, Miss Chevres. I look forward to working with you.
Please,
It's
just call
cool.
me Chevres.
Seems like you're really going out of your way to solve the problem I was having with your makeup.
Surely you jest, Chiori. I assure you that I was mostly motivated by a desire to spend more time on formal business.
Oh, come on. You really think I'd buy that? According to what I've heard from Ayaka, her brother is someone who can juggle 10 different matters at the same time. I'm sure you have other reasons for backing out.
Perhaps. Ayaka always said she wanted to go out and see more of the world, just like the Traveler. But I feel that she needs not only to see other nations, but also to
Yeah.
make some different
Makes
kinds of
sense because
friends.
Ayaka was kind of a
I
loner.
think it would be harder
when you
for her
first
to
met
make new
her.
connections with me constantly by her side. I would like to give her some space.
Alright, go on. Spoil her some more.
Ayato, it's too bad you're stepping down from the role. Paimon really wanted to see you act as a musketeer.
This is justice. That's not her. Is that one of his line? No. Actual line when like what I'm talking like actual line when we are
No
playing
need to poke
him
fun at me.
is one of the
I'd wager that you
characters.
also felt that I wasn't the best candidate for the role.
It's a little hard for Paimon to imagine you saying those lines.
Are you going to back to work?
Yes.
Going to go back to work
I've
now?
made an appointment to meet some people from the Palais Mermonia. Now, I will
Go
have
meet
some more time to
with
prepare.
Uvalet.
Traveler, get the camera ready. Paimon, get the clapperboard. Actors to your positions. We're about to start shooting the first scene.
Okay.
Go on now. And please take good care of Ayaka.
Oh, we will. You can count on
Thank
us.
I look forward to seeing the film when it's finished.
I guess you're like completely out of the
All right.
thing now.
Now that we're all here, let me help set the scene for everyone. The first scene takes place when our two main characters
I
are
assume
still
I'm gonna be
living at
doing
the
the
Baron's
thing that I
estate.
did with on the last
Aviv have been
episode,
ostracized and verbally abused by others in the household,
where I have to like actually
but they
choose the
still have
narration
no
and the
idea why.
actual film.
We want to capture how naive and innocent they are, despite their pain.
Okay.
Chevris will be playing the role of the older sister, Tulip, and Ayaka will be the younger sister, Iris. Be sure to get close-ups of the main characters at the right moment. Silence on the set! Lights, camera, action!
Action! Ah.
Tulip, Mother's been out for quite a while now.
Perhaps she went to pick some flowers on the way home. You know how she loves flowers.
Iris, Tulip, I'm home.
Mother, you were out for so long. We were beginning to worry about you.
You simply
I'm sorry,
selected the zoom
But I'm
in.
back now, safe and sound. Here, I brought your favorite treat. Apple turnovers.
Okay, that's actually bad. I think
Mother, what are those bruises on your hand?
zoom in for a close up on the mother.
Huh? What bruises? Oh, I must have bumped into something while I was working yesterday.
Alright guys, if I'm not
I didn't
actually
notice
like
them this morning.
explaining why I'm
Perhaps
choosing
they're from
the
when I
decisions, I'm
accidentally
just like
tripped when I
choosing
was
them
out just
on
now. By the way,
based
did
on
you
my
have fun
instinct.
playing at home? What's the matter, Iris?
Well, we've realized that no one really wants to play with us.
They even took Iris's doll and spat at us.
And they even called us names. They said we were...
Shh. It's all right. Don't worry. Girls, listen to me. It doesn't matter what anyone
Alright,
says.
that is
Don't
kind of
listen
cool.
to them. No one can define you with such words. You both have wonderful lives ahead of you. Just like your names. You will both blossom like beautiful
I wonder if
flowers.
like the choices I've made
Maybe
here
your
will
time
actually
to
show up
blossom
on the final
hasn't quite come yet. But
version
one
of this
day,
film.
You two will bloom more beautifully than anything else. Don't let the soil you're in now ruin your future beauty. Understand? My dear daughters.
And cut!
Is that good enough, Farina?
Not bad. The actors' emotions were all on point. Let's
Okay.
keep that take. Also, if our clapper loader could avoid shouting at the start of the scene next time.
Oh, got it.
You're too just
Great. It
loud,
was a little
Paimon.
worried
Are you
that my
too
nerves would get the
talkative?
better of me. What about you, Chevris?
I felt fine. The lines weren't too difficult at all. Seems like Farina must have adapted the role nicely.
You two were great. I couldn't tell it was your first time acting in a film. You should have more confidence.
Thank you for your encouragement.
Positions, everyone! We'll move on to the next scene after we try a few more camera angles.
Okay. Everything proceeds at great pace. Begin to film the second scene.
This scene is when our two characters return home, only to discover their mother has been murdered.
Ready?
Lights, camera, action!
Cool.
Mother, we're back. Mother?
Where are you, my mother?
What's wrong, Tulip?
Show the
Iris,
mother.
stay away.
Huh? Why? What's... Mother!
That's the dilation of the pupil.
Mother... She's...
He's
There's
freaking
poison
dead.
in this cup.
How do you know that?
Huh? I could have sworn I've seen this kind of
It's the
cup before.
Baron's cup.
Those aristocrats. They didn't even try to cover up their actions.
I don't get to choose
Iris,
some nice
we need
acting
to
from
leave this
Ayaka.
place.
Leave?
For someone who never acted before,
Now that Mother is gone,
my god, you're doing
where
really
can we
well, girl.
go?
Anywhere. All I know is that we can't stay in this house.
But are we just going?
We'll have our revenge.
Oh, sorry.
I
I
promise.
mean to skip that.
Just not right now.
Don't cry.
Come on. Let's go.
No, wait. We can't just leave Mother here like this. At least
Golden rose.
let me leave this rose with her. That's why we went out in the first place. To buy her this flower.
All right. Goodbye, Mother.
And cut! Beautiful! Great
Yeah.
performance!
That's freaking good.
Oh my, you're so amazing, Ayaka! And were those
Yeah,
real
I
tears
was just
saw?
gonna ask
What
that.
did you do?
I was surprised too.
Like, what the hell?
Thank you for the kind compliments. Actually, as soon as Director Farina said action, I told myself not to think about anything. I just felt the weight of the moment and became the character.
That's how you
Quite
act.
similar to practicing the art of the sword. You clear your mind and focus only on what's happening in
Become
front
the
of you.
character.
Ayaka's performance was amazing. Have I discovered an acting prodigy? Pipe down, everyone! We need to move on to the next scene!
Alright. What is our next scene? Is the sisters running away? Full day of filming on the set quickly passes. Bye bye, everyone. I really like Ayaka's freaking skin.
But Paimon wants to keep playing with the clapperboard.
Pretty cool looking.
How do you feel, Traveler? Is your arm sore from holding the camera all day?
A little bit, but it was a lot of fun.
Good work, you two.
Now we're gonna have to help you.
You too, Shivers. You were quite the actress today.
I've read this novel many times before. I have a good grasp of my character's mindset. Anyway, do you remember my request from yesterday?
Of course I do.
Oh, right. We were having so much fun that Paimon nearly forgot.
We're supposed to help you.
The murders seem really similar to the cases in the novel, right? So, how are they similar exactly?
In the story, the main characters grow up to become two musketeers, always using their guns to carry out their revenge. And on each of the victims, they place a rainbow rose as a signal that they've returned.
So you mean like, yeah, rainbow roses as well?
Yes, that's correct.
Being left
We
on
found
the
rainbow
crime scene.
roses just like in the novel. Seems like you're connecting the dots.
Could it be
now.
that the author
Oh,
of
that
the
does sound pretty concerning. Especially
book?
after seeing the script today. Oh, now Paimon can't stop wondering what kind of
I
ulterior
hope it's
motive the
not
murderer
Xavier.
might have.
Xavier, sorry.
What do you think, Traveler? You're smart. Paimon wants to hear your thoughts.
I think we can join the case.
On behalf of Fontaine's Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, thank you for your dedication to justice.
No
There's time to lose.
worries.
We should start investigating right away. Follow me.
Let's go.
Right now? Well, we just got done filming all day. Paimon's so tired.
The most valuable intel always comes after nightfall. They are like small, remote islands in the middle of the sea. If you don't stay vigilant, you will pass right
We need
by
to
them in
catch the
fog.
suspect
That's how one
off
of my favorite
guard.
books always puts it, at least.
Yeah, like at night. Because no one is expecting
So, where are we going right now?
for like a police or
step-
whatever investigator to just suddenly come up during the night. Sorry if I like interrupted them like talking. I normally don't really listen to the characters talking when I'm like outside of like the actual dialogue parts. So the other like when yeah we're like for example we're just heading towards this and they're talking, there's just like added flavor text. No need to like actually listen to it. For me personally, I don't think they add anything.
Welcome to LeChaux's Clockwork Workshop. How can I help you?
Hello. I'd like to know if anyone has purchased some special components lately.
Special components? Sorry, could you be more specific?
I mean the kind of components that aren't typically used for clockwork toys, but for firearms.
Huh? For firearms? No, we don't sell those sort of things here.
Don't misunderstand. I'm not here to cause any trouble. We are merely investigating a case, and we're hoping that you could cooperate.
Well, to be completely honest, I'm not even sure what kind of components that would entail.
Has anyone ever purchased components here as an individual rather than on behalf of an organization?
We have a lot of customers who buy toys, but those who buy components are all regular customers who buy in bulk on behalf of their organization.
Is that so? I understand. Thank you for your cooperation.
You're welcome. It's the least I can do.
Okay. Let's go to the next one. Okay, let's just teleport to this. Ooh, this one is actually kind of interesting. I really love like mystery kind of stories. I love like trying to figure out who the suspect is. It's like this like gets my brain going.
Oh, hey Chevrolet. Run out of oil for your musket again?
Hello, Estelle. I want to know if anyone has come to your shop recently to order some firearm components.
Oh, is this another case? Let me think.
Let me sing song.
I don't think so.
Being used my
Some
brain
people
now.
have requested that I make some prop guns for the Fontanalia Film Festival, but I refused all of those requests.
Oh? Why's that?
Because there's no profit! I only make things here that can do some real heavy lifting. I don't have the energy to make some new molds just for the festival.
Then has anybody come specifically looking for mechanical components?
Well, I usually sell off my scrap to the Fleuve Cendre.
Fleuve
I
Cendre.
don't typically give them to one specific person.
I understand. Thanks for your cooperation.
Don't mention it. Always happy to have the Musketeers' patronage.
Seems like we haven't found any leads to go off yet.
Yeah, unfortunately. All right, let's head to Fleuve Cendre next.
Huh?
Okay.
Are you sure? People might not be so thrilled to see the captain of the special patrol there.
You think so, huh? Then I guess you don't know
Huh? Know what?
that I
Yeah.
grew up in Fleuve Cendre.
Oh. Cool. Yeah, this one. Oh, okay. One underneath. I already forgot what Fleuve Cendre is. And my god, I just like did the story quest for Navia like 2 days
Hello,
ago.
I'd like to ask some questions.
Actually, not 2
I
days
don't
ago, like a
know
day
anything.
ago. Yesterday.
Don't worry, I'm not here to arrest anybody.
You say that?
It's the truth. Here, take this as my guarantee.
Wait, did Paimon just see what she thinks she saw? Is the captain of the special patrol bribing a citizen?
Sorry. Keep your lips sealed and no one will ever know.
Seems you're different from the other guards. What do you want to know?
Have you heard anything related to muskets in Fleuve Cendre lately? Anything at all?
Muskets, huh? All I know is that about 2 weeks ago, we started hearing some loud noises at night. So loud that it's been waking me up.
Were they gunshots?
Possibly. It's hard to tell around here. Someone's house collapsing, a pipe exploding somewhere, it's all the same. But the noises I'm talking about definitely happened after I fell asleep.
Okay.
Do you know where the noises were coming from?
I don't remember clearly.
Is it that you don't remember, or that you need to think about it some more?
You tell me.
Needs more money.
Think about it some more.
Maybe she's just giving out some potted fruit,
The
Paimon.
noises came from the end of the southern waterway. I came out and had a look for myself when I wasn't sleeping well, but I didn't dare get too close.
Okay.
That's all I know.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
Thanks for the pat de fruit.
Pot de fruit. Not potted fruit.
No need to be surprised. I grew up here, remember? I know how to get people around here to talk.
I want some pot de fruit as
My
well.
apologies, I'm all out of sweets. Though I do have some other tempting snacks in my custody. Fries, fried chicken, and even onion rings.
Who you can treat
Taking
us?
care of junk food
Oh,
is my responsibility. You're
where'd
better
it come
off sticking
from?
to your normal, nutritious diet. Now then, let's keep going.
Where the freaking hell it come from? Is that one of your like idol animations? One is kind of far away. Let's just do this one. Oops, I'm getting stuck on chairs.
It's been a while.
Please, just get on with your request.
Sorry, I've been like
I wanna
skipping
know if you've heard
dialogues left and
anybody
right.
talking about
I
muskets
don't
lately.
mean to do that.
Information isn't free, you know.
I've heard that bandits have been extremely active in the countryside recently, and they've been affecting the delivery of goods to Poisson. I can allocate some more manpower to help out with that problem. What do you say?
You're still as helpful as ever. One of our men got drunk at dinner about a month ago and lost his gun. 3 days later, it turned up in the corner here.
What's weird about that? He just forgot where he put it, right?
Problem is, it moved.
This is Fleuve Cendre, my friend. Anything of value left in the tavern won't ever make it to the next day.
Someone kind of like took it
But
and
that
then
gun turned
put
out
it
to be an
back.
exception. It didn't get any new wear and tear on it, and didn't even appear to have been fired. We were quite mystified.
So
as to
no
what
one
could have
actually
happened.
touched it.
I suspect it came back because the weapon was already known to the guards.
You mean a criminal was afraid the Marechaussee Phantom would use the shot marks to track them down? Maybe. But if that's the case, the culprit really took great care to avoid getting caught.
I didn't say anything about a criminal.
Well, Fleuve Cendre, knowing who was killed is as easy as knowing what clothes you're wearing today. It's the guy living in the east side, isn't it? I've never liked him. Every time he's here, he just orders a drink and sits there with a nasty look in his eyes.
So, who was the one who lost the gun in the first place?
Don't bother. Even if you ask, he wouldn't admit to owning a gun to some strangers. Not to mention the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
He's right.
I know you grew up here, Chevreuse. Even though you're on good terms with the Spina, you've still been gone too long. Not many people know you here now, and a lot of people don't like the Special Patrol.
I know.
I know.
So take my advice and don't show your face too much around here. It's for your own safety.
I'll come and go as I please. And I'm afraid I'll be appearing more often due to my work.
All right.
You just
Don't
have
say
to deal with it. Okay, let's get set to this one. I'm also trying to not talk too much when I'm doing this. Kinda wanna like just have people enjoy the interaction between the characters, the actual like story. Instead of me like talking over when they're talking. Also I'm just like really hungry right now. That's the real reason.
What's all this? Some broken planks and barrels, as well as some liquor bottles?
Yes, but have a closer look, Paimon.
One of them is broken.
Even though somebody has purposefully tried to clean them up. These are obviously marks from musket bullets.
Someone just
In other
trying
words,
to fire
someone was
off.
here trying to improve their shot.
Yeah.
They were using the barrels and bottles for target practice.
Could it have been the killer?
Your guess is as good as mine. Although many people at Fleuve Cendre own guns, few hide the fact from others. And even fewer would go to such lengths to hide markings from practice shots. Anyway, let's go. There might be more to this.
Okay.
Seems like that's all we'll be able to uncover for today.
Paimon feels like we managed to learn a lot more here than up on the surface.
Yeah.
Yes. Assuming that everything we found is indeed connected to our suspect, then their timeline was probably something like this. A month ago, our suspect found a gun and took it home to disassemble it. Once he'd figured out its mechanics, he brought it back. In the following weeks, he used some parts to create his own makeshift musket, and took it to the Fleuve Cendre for target practice. Then, a few days ago, he found his target and carried out the murder. Once the deed was done, he left a rainbow rose on the body, just like the scene in the novel.
That all makes sense to Paimon, but we're still no closer to figuring out the killer's identity.
Best way to like figure out who actually killed someone is to find out like who are like the closest one to the one who actually got killed.
The deceased
Because most of
was
the
a
time,
resident of Fleuve
people don't
Cendre.
just like randomly
It said
kill
that he was a
people.
poor, solitary man.
But if you were following the novel, yeah.
Yeah, that's also something I'm trying to figure out. If we are indeed following the novel, and there's a story behind the murder, then this murder should be an act of vengeance. but according to our investigation, the deceased didn't have any enemies. He was no saint, but no one's heard of a rival who hated him enough to shoot him dead, much less care to leave a rose on his body. What message is the killer trying to convey, and to whom exactly?
I'm trying to say, could they be the
We've
novelist? I
thoroughly
said that
investigated
earlier.
that possibility. He claims to have spent the whole day at the Opera House on the day of the murder, and the staff there have confirmed his account.
Okay, so he has an alibi.
Not only that, he lacks a credible motive as well. He has a family of his own, and both of his parents are still alive. I've looked into his records. He was adopted at the age of 6, and all
There,
the proper
he was
procedures were
adopted.
followed. There are also records of him at an orphanage before then.
Unless you're
In
talking
the
about like
story,
his
the
real
mother of the
parents
two
actually still being
musketeers was
alive.
murdered after the children turned 10. Of course, he could have changed the children's ages, but I don't want to assume anything without evidence. More importantly, I've also had a chat with him in person. He didn't seem like the kind of
That's
person who would
how-
pull the trigger to kill a man.
But that's how like actual murderers. They're not gonna like pretend like gonna make it seem like they're actual murderers. They're gonna try to like hide it, make it seem like they're not capable of doing it.
What should we do now? We have all this new information, but it doesn't help us move forward.
Investigations take time. I didn't expect us to catch the culprit in just a single day. How about this? Let's spend the next few days filming with the crew. We can continue the investigation.
Yeah,
once
and that's
we're done
much
with
more
the film.
better.
I'm sure that given time, new leads
Focus
will
on
present
one thing at a
themselves.
time.
Wait, but weren't you saying Intel is like small, remote islands in the middle of the sea just a moment ago? Wouldn't you just miss them if you were to stop looking?
Ah, but the book had more than one reference to the islands, Paimon.
Oh? What else did it say then?
As long as you spend enough time sailing through the fog, you'll eventually come across an island.
Okay. That's cool. Alright, we've done the second quest. Let me see. Okay, this one is still locked. This one's like 2 days away from the last one. Like the one before it. What's this? Okay. Anyways, it's actually kind of interesting. Like both the things that's happening, both the filming and this one, they're both interesting. Like I said earlier, I just really like mystery stories and all that. It's really gets my brain going. It like makes me think a lot. Try to figure out who is actually like it's a suspect and all that. And the film on the other hand is just really interesting because I also just like freaking like how films are made. I feel like they're something interesting. Like I don't know if I said this in this episode or the previous episode, but I've always found like filming, directing, and all that as really interesting jobs. Just like trying to make a story, which makes sense because I'm a freaking creative. But anyways, that is all for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me play this game. If you did, press the like button and subscribe as well to see more of this kind of content. I always post a video a day, so make sure to subscribe to not miss out and ring that bell. And lastly, I would really love for you guys to leave your thoughts down in the comments below. I really just love interacting with people, so I would really love for you guys to do that so that I can like talk to you about your day or whatever your thoughts are. Anyways, thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.